I'm sitting here, contemplating your near demise as the record scratches like cats on night lives. And we're about the same as machetes to butter knives. And I patiently am awaiting your suicides while I'm sitting here, contemplating your near demise as the record scratches like cats on night lives. And we're about the same as machetes to butter knives.
Get myself in. So nice and wide. Okay, I'm at South Seal, guys. There's like chickens over there, but a giant grey bird landed. I wonder if I can photograph it with my big cam. Alright folks, today you join me at South Seal. I'm at like a crescent parking bay thing. It's kind of a parking bay. It's a wide road, there's no markings, so the best parking I could find really for the village. Next to a chicken farm it looks like. And wasn't in time to film it, but in there a giant grey heron landed and then flew off before I could film him. And I also parked up and thought, can I smell wild garlic? And yes, that's here too. The wild garlic is growing, like that Shorts Lane near Tavy Golf Links. And we're gonna try and revisit Cosdon Beacon via another hilltop, Ramsley Hill. And with this up here, we don't have, unfortunately, a St. George's flag. But you can buy a chicken here, it looks like. You can adopt or buy a chicken. And you can also buy eggs and stuff. Anyway, this is the bay where I was parked. I'm just going to go around onto the main road for a sec and then around this lump. We'd probably get up in the grass and do it. And then back in again. We're up on top of a steep hill. We came from that direction, which is South Seal and Stickle Path. And we're going to go up here to Ramsley Hill. I'll try and show you my OS map.
Strap up, I'm backpacking like this is the Appalachian. I'm battle rapping, yeah, verbal attacking. Your track's a fat sack of haphazard, whack, jibber jabbering. A syntactical labyrinth of immaculate tackiness.
I think these are banana flowers, or what I call them. Now, I'm not 100% sure where to go. I think there's a lot of tracks up here though, but here's where we are. We started there and just come around this bit onto the main road and off again. We're going to go up here, curve around to Ramsley Hill where there's apparently a chimney stack, come off Ramsley Hill, down a valley, cross another main road and then go through these farmer tracks up onto Dartmoor, and that's Cosdon Beacon via a stone row, I think. And if you're doing Google Street View, this is where it just cuts off and you can't get any further. Probably because there's a house there. It's a milky day. It's dry, overcast, bright but not sunny. Air's like meant to be 10 degrees-ish all day. But yeah, I hope it doesn't rain. And I hope it doesn't get colder than this, although I am heading up there. Where are we going? Does this road continue or can I use it? Okay, well I think that road leads to more houses and a more formal, more long distance public footpath, but we're just going to take the tracks onto this public access hilltop, and I already see like a chimney stack just down there. Maybe I should go to that first. Is there a track down? It looks like there's a track down here. Possibly, that leads to it. Yes, I think so. Well, it goes roughly in that direction. And you can see Cosdon Beacon behind the chimney stack, where I'm hoping to get today. I bet it's kind of cold up there, to be fair. So I suppose this means there's mine shafts under here. And look at all them catkins behind it. It's got some like beige, very neat brickwork up the top. Oh, this is like a lightning conductor, isn't it? In case it gets struck by lightning, it channels it to the ground. Catkins. Alright, that's the chimney. got like a hole underneath. I wonder, does it go down? There's like a well underneath it, downward. Can't tell. Maybe they used to be. Yeah, maybe they used to be and they filled it in, and that used to be like an air vent or something. 2 mines that are underneath it. Right, I want to find a footpath that takes me back to the top now, because I'm kind of bypassing it. Oh, is there going to be one? I might have to go back and then around. Let's have a quick look over here. There's meant to be a bunch of tracks up here. There's a lot of very high dead ferns. Again, the dead ferns are the ones you're meant to easily be able to get over, but I've been seeing a few instances recently where it's dead ferns and impassable. It's meant to be the big green living ones that are the problem. I guess they must be very high here in summer. Here we go, there's a bit of an arc here. So we might go down there afterwards, but for now, I'm just going to go up to the top. Well, that's Cosdon Beacon. I wonder what that is over there. There's a big down. I know there's a tour there beginning with S if you were to drive that way, which I might do sometime. Might be Shilstone Tor, but I don't think it's in view at the moment. Doesn't seem to be. Got a big grassy common here. A bench. Must be nice in summer. Right, this is basically the top just around here. So this house over here is almost perched on the top. I think if it was a little more forward, just here, it would be. That looks like a kind of a parking spot there. It's probably residents only though. I don't know, is it? Okay. This is Ramsley Hill. On a milky day. Right, so we're going to take this track here, dead south, and then we're going to hit the road, that yellow road, go left and then right into another footpath which takes us to 9 Stones, which I assume is the name of like a farm, or it might just be a region name. There's some interesting birds on this bush. Maybe I'm going to cut to my smaller cam and see if I can get them for you. Okay, there's only one left. Okay, the path actually bends around here. It's not supposed to do that. Oh, forward. Yeah, it must be that one. Yeah, it's actually a crossroads path. I didn't see this one. Thought it was more like a T-junction. Okay, again, it's curved around again. It's not quite following the map now. I have to have a look at the map again because it's curved around to the left again, and then there's another road that goes down to the right. I'm thinking of taking the right one because it goes downhill. Maybe I'll intercept the road. But I will also check the map because that's not meant to happen. Oh no, I think I'm actually meant to be following the high one. I don't see how it comes down though. It would help if, while I was saying due south, I mean all of these roads, all these tracks do kind of go down to the road eventually. Yeah, should bring a compass with me so I can check what due south actually is, because I might have got turned around up there. Landmarks. So I think it's this straight one up here actually. There's the house on top of the hill. I think maybe we're going to be going down that one. Compound to the left. Or is it the other one? There's 3 tracks joining into one track here, which is kind of useful. 3 tracks join into one track, which is the track. Maybe this is it. And then there's a compound coming out in front of it. I'm trying to do navigation here. Looks like there's a track coming up from there, and the track I was looking at coming up from there, which I probably should be on. And then I'm on the middle of the 3 tracks, so they should converge here if this is the right place, and then continue that way. But it doesn't look, do they continue that way? maybe. Let me see. Kind of. Right, yeah, there's a track down there. Single track. And 1, 2 I was on. 3 tracks leading to it. So I think this is the one actually that I'm going to be on. Although that other one would have led to the road, I just would have been confused about, like, where's my second footpath to 9 stones? And we're going down the contours now, which is also on the map. God, I got to go down quite a lot and up quite a lot. And then a lot of up to get up here on the way back too. This is going to be a bit of a tough one, I think. Oh, it gets hella steep right here. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have to climb that to get back up? That's enormously steep. Wow. That's killer. I'm going down almost 45-degree angle. God damn. Okay, that was a short bit of steep downhill. Downhill's not the problem, it's just when I return here that's the problem. Okay, and here is the main road, shows up yellow on the map. Oh, there's actually a little purple thing there that says Dartmoor Way. This is all part of the Dartmoor Way. I just see that everywhere. Imagine like doing the actual Dartmoor Way. I just go through tons of places that I recognise by now. Okay, which one of these is it? It's not this horse field. I think it's the next one. Horses are on a special diet. Apparently. Springiness happening. Okay. How muddy is it? It's not too awful today. It should be. There we go. Public bridle path to the moor. So this is the track to 9 stones. Or through 9 stones. Horses. Hello. Hello. It looks like there is a stream that we must ford. I hope it's not too deep. Alright, where's the best way to go? It is kind of deep in places. To go for the shallowest, sticky out bits of rock. There we go. Not going to let water enter my boot like last time. Nice little stream. So the route is a mild bend left, continue on. When there's a fork near some buildings, take the right hand fork. I guess continue on between the walls all the way onto the moor. When you come out onto the moor, we want to turn right. I'm hearing a woodpecker. I wish I could see it. Okay, tiny bit steep. There's a big barn up there. This might be the fork where I take a right. There's another building down there. Yeah, I think so. This is my right fork. That's Ramsley Hill. So we walked along here so far. And now we're going up there. Delayering because it's getting kind of steep and hotter. I'm trying to get everything into my tiny bag. I've done the better thing this time. I've got thin layers galore, so I got my not so thin, I guess, green fleece, which I just took off and put in. It's kind of thin. I got my yellow thin fleece layer, that is thin. I got a long sleeve under there and a t-shirt and my Ushanka for when it gets cold and windy. I do not have a raincoat because I'm just fingers crossing it that when it says overcast it's going to stay dry and 10 degrees, but maybe it'll piss it down raining, who knows. Look at the bees, a bumblebee. That's the first bumblebee of spring, guys. You've seen my first bumblebee of spring. Or maybe not, but he's in there. Come on, bee. Okay, I'm not lying, there was definitely a bumblebee. Views? Yes. We got a kink. I think it's contouring, the track is contouring, so it's not actually getting too steep, which is pretty good. Look at this fence. This gate, sorry. Where the gate is, where there's dead ferns, some animal has made a little hole. Could even be a cat at that size. That's hilarious. I can hear water running. Oh, just a little runoff. You like 'em? Oh, there's some rocks in the field, some mini boulders. South Zeal. I think we're higher than Ramsley Hill already. Well, this bit feels steep. Oh, is this a junction? I hope not. Nah, just a farmer field entry. There must be some vehicles that come up this track. I can see tyre marks faded in the mud. Quad bike maybe? Oh, there's a nice little sitting bench there with a table. Okay, it's levelled off nicely for a second. This would be a nice trip for a summer's day. I reckon you'd get good views. Robin up there whistling. Cut to small cam. A sheep field. Got some boulders in this field here. Not quite big enough to be a minotaur. Another bit of steep. Those are little boulders covered with moss and surrounded by old farmer walls. Looks kind of cute. Westman's woodish. More field entrances. I always take a little glance to see if there's any nice views to be had. Sheep field. There's a buzzard up there, I think. I can see a gate. It is a gate for us, for once. Have we got the public footpath markers? No, just have to go through, I guess. Oh, it's open. No lock or anything. Guess they don't keep animals here. Another one at the top of this walled compound. This is quite nice. Just got a little, very small walled field that the pedestrians walk through. I guess the only use of this field is just the public footpath, right? Are they doing anything else with it right now? Oh, it turns. It's actually bigger over there. Oh. Wish it wasn't so milky. I'm not going to have that amazing views from the top of Cosdon Beacon today. That's Ramsley Hill there. That's where we were. The hilltop by the house. where I got confused about which track I was taking. Let me just check this actually, because I might not be going into that field. Don't want to get it wrong. This might be the bit where we turn left and then right to get on the moor. It is, look, I think, where my finger is pointing. There's actually another track from 9 stones that I could have taken, but where my finger is pointing and it turns left, that's here. I thought I was going to be continuing through that compound ahead. I'm going to be going left here and around this entire field. I guess we go down there, swoop around this, and then continue. Gross mossy stream. It's like this at the moment, pretty grim. Okay, reached a dry bit. Someone's having a fire down there. Okay, field corner. Now we're going to follow this wall, loop around here. I think the footpath might diverge slightly, like it'll go away from the wall for a bit. I was checking myself there to see if diverge was the right word to use. But then I thought converge, diverge, yes. Converge, 2 paths come together. Diverge, 2 paths go away from each other. So yes, my thesaurus brain is currently working. You'll be glad to know. It's such a wide, broad, tall bulk. Used to be known as the highest point on Dartmoor until people took some actual measurements and found out it wasn't. But it's up there, top 3. Just look back. There's a convergence of footpaths. My legs and my breath are doing well today. That didn't seem that rough coming up through 9 stones. I thought that would be a very steep hill. But yeah, that wasn't too bad. They contoured the footpath and everything. See what it's like getting to Cosdon Beacon. We're nearing the field corner now. There it is, the other side of the field corner. We've got another convergence here. I guess there's 3 parallel tracks coming up here. Okay, now there's a bit of a messy crossroads. I've got to get to the stone row and I can't presently see it. Stone row's a landmark on the way up. You got a track going that way. Got a track continuing where we were going, but it's kind of going away from Cosdon. You've got, maybe there's a track that these people are on here. It's peculiar. Can't quite tell. Oh, hold on. We just came up here through the narrow, around the corner, past the other, we're at the other corner, which is over there, so we are here. This is the messy track. I think it's saying just the one that continues forward the way we're going, that'll take us to the stone row, which is kind of weird because the top of Cosdon's that way and the track is that way. Oh, but it does, when it reaches the stone row, it does turn right, or you do have to turn right along it. If you keep going, you will leave Cosdon Beacon. I don't want to do that. Looks like there's a plateau there as well, 428. What's kind of a shame now is you can't even see Ramsley Hill and you can't even see South Zeal. The curve of the hill is doing that hiding thing again. This is one of those kinds of hills where you don't get massively good views from the top of what's below the hill. You only really get views of like the horizon line and stuff that's further away from the hill. Right, I can see the little smudges now of clouds drifting on top of Cosdon Beacon. So it is going to be up there in either the fog or the drizzle, or maybe even rain. A natural skyscraper. Starting to level off a bit. Oh, I think where these 2 hikers are going, I think I can see some rocks, which might be the stone row. There's also meant to be another tour here. Rabbits, something. Come on, you stupid bit of paper. I'm going to fold, if I fold all these corners over like this, then the paper will not get stuck together. There we go. Fox's Holt, that's not it. Wait, is it? Oh, maybe it is Fox's Holt. I thought it was Rabbit's Holt. Fox's Holt is meant to be like a tour, but it's mostly like clitter, and that would be downhill. I don't think that would be it, but I do see some clitter there. There's Clitter where we're approaching to. I reckon it's like on the other side, sort of in the direction I walked up when I first did this tour. There we go. I can see this quite clearly. I don't know if you guys can. There's a stone road just there. The hikers have passed it and they're going up that track, which is the continuation of the one we're on. We need to go up that way. And there's to my left, which I suppose is east. I can't see much over there. Ooh, let's go over here. Here's where the road begins, it looks like. We've come off the track for a mo. I mean, technically we'll be coming off anyway, but here we go. I don't know the name of this stone row, so if I find the name and research in the edit, I will give you the name of this stone row we're on. Cut to small cam for a sec. Sound seems to be projecting quite far here. The hikers are now pretty far away from me, but I could sort of hear parts of their conversation. I could hear their voices saying things. I could almost work out what they were saying. Time lapse. So we don't want that track, we want this one. Let's go. I think that milkiness is turning to mist. I can actually see the mist drifting in front of me now. That's an interesting rock and scoop. Oh, yeah, we're not going to get views from the top. That sucks. Whew. That was hard work. The super steep bit has stopped now though, and it's turned into more of a gentle uphill. And because of the mist, when I get to Cosdon, when this footpath vanishes basically, I need landmarks. I need to know which one this is, because there are several footpaths coming off the top cairn of Cosdon Beacon, and I don't want to accidentally pick the wrong one to head back and end up in I think it's called Ford's Cross in central South Zeal, or some random place like Belston, because my car's not parked there. So I'm thankful that it's kind of a dry mist, no drizzle. Hey, there it is, there's the trig point and the cairn. Yes mate. So one obvious landmark for coming back is to keep the trig point on the left and the cairn, biggest hump, immediately to the right of it, and then turn backwards. Look at this blackened heather. I suppose maybe in summer all this goes purple. Okay, looks like the track's going all the way there. There isn't a big clearing where all the tracks end, like I thought. Trig first. Oh, here's another nice landmark. Triangle stone, yellow lichen at the tip. Cool. Wow. Here we are, folks. My second time on Cosdon Beacon, which is the third highest point on Dartmoor National Park, to my knowledge. Here's a storm shelter cairn. I won't need that today. Man. If only it was clear. I was thinking, like, if I could see some of the other tours down that direction to the core of Dartmoor, that I'd go there. Where's my track? That's my track. That's my track back. But you can't see shit. It's pea soup. It's almost a whiteout. Oh, let's go around the other side. There's more of a view the other side, isn't there? Cosdon Beacon. Let's keep everything in line so I know where I'm going. I walk a straight line to the big cairn. Oh. Man, if only we could see. If only we could see the views you'd get on a summer's day. And no one else is coming up here. I can see the mist drifting by. Look, I bet it's like just like a cloud touching the top of the mountain here, and then when you're up on the mountain you're in that cloud, and then maybe, although I did see mist moving in from the central moor, maybe when we go back downhill the mist will clear, but I'm doubtful. Bye bye Cosdon. There we go. Okay my dudes, thank you for following me on this marvellous journey back to Cosdon Beacon via an alternative route, and we saw the new bit, Ramsley Hill. Thank you for watching. Fife and Drum.
I'm sitting here, contemplating your near demise as the record scratches like cats on night lives, and we're about the same as machetes to butter knives, and I patiently am awaiting your suicides while I'm sitting here, contemplating your near demise as the record scratches like cats on night lives, and we're about the same as machetes to butter knives, and I patiently am awaiting your suicides. Strap up, I'm backpacking like this is the Appalachian. I'm battle rapping, yeah, verbal attacking. Your track's a fat sack of haphazard whack jibber jabbering, a syntactical labyrinth of immaculate tackiness. It's a bad habit. I hear the beat and grab it with my talons and squeeze it till it turns the color of radishes. I'm not having it, finna assassinate and turn your fat hip-hop into a limp. When I drop my pen to the pad, I tend to relax, spit platinum laugh and hit 'em with fast and venomous raps. Done with the past and cutting no slack. I'm here to outlast you dastardly pack of ravenous hacks. Catch your breath before I choke you. Your death approaches much sooner than it's supposed to. And foe step up to me, I go Super Saiyan like Goku. And when I finish my poem, you'll be wishing I woke you up from a bad dream. Your words are maddening, distracting. You're running out of rat-a-tat rap things to talk about. You might need to take a long walkabout, collect your thoughts and find some fresh ideas to knock about between your 8 brain cells. Your pain swells while I gain wealth. Your word plays like a blank shell, and all play you know works bad for your mental health. Shrinks your brains in your pocket, shadow of your former self. I'm still sitting here, contemplating your near demise as the record scratches like cats on night lives, and we're about the same as machetes to butter knives, and I patiently am awaiting your suicides while I'm sitting here, contemplating your near demise as the record scratches like cats on night lives, and we're about the same as machetes to butter knives, and I patiently am awaiting your suicides, bitches.